Good morning. It's July 10th, 5 after 6 in the morning, and 41 degrees. It's Sunday. I was afraid when I saw the temperature that there might be frost out here, but fortunately there's no frost. Oh boy. Yeah, Flynn sees his first hare. We took a ride into Lincoln yesterday. Actually, we went to Chester first. There's a farm over in Chester, Jordan Farms, that really likes to buy produce from. And they said that their corn is coming up late this year because it's just so cold. So no corn yet. And she bought some other stuff. Some other stuff. And we went over to Lincoln. Bought a couple of things in Hannaford. Noticed the price of diesel at Dysart's was $5.79. Other places were $5.89, $5.99. So I topped off at Dysart's. Took 8 gallons. 8 gallons of diesel, $44. Something's been digging in my grass. Oh, this porcupine or what? Flynn, we got 2 of them over here. Flynn, there's 2. Then we went to Whitney. I had to get some ethanol for gas. Price of that is up to $6.17 a gallon. I bought 2 5-gallon containers, and that was $62. So 10 gallons of gas, 8 gallons of diesel, $106. Come on, buddy. He's gone. And light is blinding me and the camera. I got my bug hat on, but I don't know if I'm going to have any bugs at 41 degrees. Well, we got back here and there's a little area, little area that I had put a lot of chippings first. But first I put down a weed barrier, There's a lot of roots from the pine trees there. So I don't want to try and mow over that, so put down some weed barrier, put down a bunch of chippings on top of it, just make it look pretty. And noticed that the damn squirrels had dug through the chippings and ripped a hole in the weed barrier. So I raked the chippings back over that and over some of the other weed barrier that he was pulling up. He hadn't ripped it, he just pulled it up. So I might have to get the 22 out and get rid of my little red squirrels. So after that, I met my brother Tom over his place and his wife and Rita and Flynn. Went down to the Harris food truck, had some scallop dinners, caught up on things. Went back to Tom's place just to measure out the front of his house where he wants to put a little deck. He's only got stairs there now, and the stairs, I guess, are coming about 10 years old, so they need to be replaced. Just a steel frame with wood. It's not very attractive. So we measured out what they wanted. So I came back and I used the Lotus as a deck designer. So I used that just to sketch out the dimensions of the deck and how high the deck was off the ground, so it automatically generates your structure underneath. And I had it generate materials list, but all the materials that they would generate were only Trex based. So of course the price of it was ridiculous. It was $12,000 plus tax. So I found a Home Depot deck designer, and they gave you the option of either Trex or pressure treated. So opted for the pressure treated, and it was significantly cheaper. Not that we're going to go all the way down to Bangor with a trailer and try and load it up probably 2 or 3 times because of the way the pressure treated wood. But we'll go into Mallett's Mill or S.W. Collins. So that lengthy, it's a 80-mile trip, 75, 80 miles. 150 miles round trip. If you have to do that 2 or 3 times, that's a tank of diesel. So you're not saving anything if the Home Depot price is cheaper, a little bit cheaper than Collins. Because you have to factor in that gas price, diesel price. Hands get a little bit chilly. I haven't had any mosquitoes yet, so that's good. But we went back to Tom's place talking about mosquitoes. We got out of the truck and we were swarmed. He had cut all, I guess his front acre. He cut 3 acres over there. He cut the front acre, and I guess it brought up any mosquitoes that were nesting in there. So We didn't spend much time there. We measured out where they wanted the deck and get out of there because we're getting attacked by the mosquitoes pretty bad. Flynn, I know you took care of business last night, so let's go back to the house. Yeah, the mosquitoes are starting to go around the netted hat. Come on, buddy. Flynn, come on. So my brother's talking about selling his little 14-foot john boat and trailer. I asked around, and that's the way things are with inflation and gas prices. Nobody wants to spend money on a john boat and trailer. So we might have to drop the price down to where it's attractive to people. Come on, buddy. Come on. Since he's going to be selling his boat, or trying to sell the boat, I suggested we take my boat out today. Looks like it's going to be a nice day. A little bit cool for a boat ride, but hopefully it warms up. We're down at Silver Lake. Tom's wife doesn't know how to swim, so she was hesitating about going on a boat ride. I told her it's bigger than their boat, and I suggested it was big like the Titanic, but she doesn't know the story of Titanic. She's from the Philippines. So we'll see. I have to dig the boat out of the barn. I know I've had the trolling motor battery on charge. So I'll throw it out in the boat. Actually throw it in the truck. I don't want to bounce it around in the boat. While the trailer right down there. But we'll see. I'm back to the deck. That's where I generated the parts list from both Home Depot and from Lowe's. I created a spreadsheet with the parts, the quantities, the Home Depot price, the tax on the item, the quantity, I think I said the quantity, and then extended it out to show what each line item is going to cost. I'll continue to do that this morning. It was getting late last night. But we'll take our list down to Mallett's Mill. We're actually the call. If I can call them up. Probably just run down there. If I'm moving the stuff out of the barn to get the boat out, I might move the motorcycle out. Take it for a little ride. I ran that once or twice last year. Hadn't run it for a couple of years previous to that. You drive on the dirt road and you kick up all the dirt on the bike. I like to keep the bike looking nice. It's a 1983 Honda V65 Magna. It's 1100 cc's. 6-speed transmission. When it was new, it had 116 horsepower, which was a lot for bikes back then. Actually, at the time, it was the fastest production motorcycle manufactured. Now they have bikes that are 200, 300 horsepower, which is ridiculous, but with computerization and fuel injection, they can tweak these things to get a lot of horsepower out of them. We're going to see, I can see a couple apples there. It's going to be several weeks. Before we get any apples off these trees. I should have cut this one out. I try and mow past this thing here. These out, you can see I've cut and cored up in them. These apple branches will spike you pretty good, draw blood. Flynn's buddies are back here. I was actually reaching up, pulling a branch down and get leaves off of it. That's why I don't want to put the sunflowers and the other apple trees out that I'm growing, because this guy here is going to eat the leaves off of it. Come on, buddy, let's go. No, I didn't do a traffic report. Sounds like we've got heavy traffic. Yep. Expect congestion on the North Road. That rabbit went back with his hair. You see the branch right there. He's got most of the leaves off that branch right there. Yeah. Reach up and pull that branch down. I'm surprised you reach it. Somebody in the house. My glasses are fogging up from being cold and me talking. All the hot air coming out of my mouth. Oh boy. So that's the plan for today. A little more research on Tom's deck. Pull the boat out, see if we can take a boat ride if it warms up. And who knows where we go from there. That's it. Thanks for watching.